What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So you saw the title and the thumbnail. Are you looking for some very summer-friendly, citrus, fruity, tropical, just summer fresh fragrances? Don't want to spend a lot of money. Some stuff that's, more inspired by a clone of, some somewhat original stuff with a twist. Just familiar, really enjoyable scents at a fraction of the cost of some of the more expensive stuff that we like to wear during the summertime. Well, fortunately, I've got 10 from Paris Corner specifically because they got a lot of really good options on the fresher, citrus, fruity side of things. All of these can be found at Aroma Concepts in the link down below. That's literally where every single one of these actually came from over the last couple of years. And there's a couple new ones, there's a couple channel favorites, but all pretty good. So let's talk about them. Stay tuned. Starting with one that's a channel favorite. Been a little bit since I wore it. We've been talking about it a little bit this week on and off. Smells like Sprite to me, even though it's not lime and it's bergamot with lemon. Vibrant Vetiver Delight. Similar to Bal de Freak from Byredo. This one, soft and woodsy, fresh. Not an earthy vetiver. A little bit of zest to it that kind of acts like the carbonation in the Sprite, if you will. It's got the lemon lime Sprite smell to me. Like this color bottle, which I love. It's very fitting. This is still an absolute banger for summer. Nothing's changed. So uplifting and fresh. Vibrant is such a great word to have in here. It's a great descriptor because it's a very vibrant, bright, and fresh fragrance. On a super hot, humid day, this is one of those mood boosters, Average range of performance, around 6-ish hours roughly in longevity, which are a lot of these. There's a few that perform a little better than that. A few that perform a little bit worse, but all kind of in that average range of performance. Nothing real specific to dive into. So it all depends. Everybody's mileage will vary, but this one, kind of that average range. But if you like lemon lime, here you go. Vibrant Vetiver Delight. Next, this is one of my favorite releases from them in a while. This particular line, the Maj line, I haven't tried Cognac Blaze, which is supposed to be similar to Angel Share from what I understand, but this one, my most worn of the two that I do have, super fresh. We're talking Moscow Mule. The opening does have a little bit of a nautical voyage kind of thing going on. This is similar to Blue Moon Ginger Splash, or Ginger Dash, sorry, from Killian. It's got a bit more ginger and spice. Very vibrant, bright, fresh, citrusy, a bit watery. This is a really, really good fragrance. I can't recommend this one enough. Again, it's got some familiarity. A lot of people say, oh, it just smells like Nautical Voyage. They're oversimplifying it. Don't completely buy into that. Yes, the opening does have some similarity to it, but this is a deeper fragrance than a Nautical Voyage. There's a lot more depth to the profile, especially with the spices and such. Really, really good fragrance. This one's slightly above average in performance, 6-7 hour range. Nothing like beastly or anything like that, but some damn good stuff on a hot day. Again, that's Paris Corner's Maj Moscow Mule. Next, we've got their newest release, and if you're a fan of orange, I strongly encourage you to check this out. The first time I sprayed it, and every time since, it reminds me of Sospiro Dolce Melodia. It's got that orange juice smell to it. It is the brand new Indomitable. This just released. This one's in that average territory of performance as well, but just creamy orange juice. So bright, a little zesty, like there's a peppered spice to it. Just a little bit, just a touch to give it a little bit of a zing, a little zestiness to it. God, it smells so much like orange juice. It reminds me of Dolce Melodia. Again, I don't know if that's the inspiration, but that's what I can immediately, the first time I sprayed it, I related it to that. This is one of the best orange dominant fragrances I've ever smelled. If we were ranking this, would have been in the final two. They're not in any particular order, obviously, because again, this and Coconut Lagoon, yes, spoiler, that's in here, would be the final two. But this, I had several ask me, oh, I think it's a women's release, or oh, I heard it was feminine. No, even if they market it for women, this is not a feminine fragrance. This is 100% perfectly unisex. Is orange juice a girly drink to you? It smells like orange juice, seriously. And that may not sound appealing to some, orange juice. Why would I want to smell like orange juice? Well, when you smell it, if you're a fan of orange, it's legitimately, I would take this over afternoon swim, both the original and every clone of Afternoon Swim, which we do have one Afternoon Swim clone in here that's my personal favorite of the ones I have, I would take this over it. It's that good of orange to me. So get your nose on this one if it interests you. I think it's an absolute home run. Pretty linear, though. It's Indomitable. Next, we've got mango and a bowl of fruits. I believe there's a little bit of black currant in here as well. Gives it a little tartness. Very, very tropical stuff. This is Mango Punch from Paris Corner. Very summer fresh. Again, bowl of fruits kind of stuff. Very mango forward. Oh, man. This and Pear Potion that came out together, which that's in here too. Yeah, they're both absolutely fantastic for this time of year. Boy, it puts a smile on my face smelling this one. Mango's my favorite fruity note and fragrances. Orange is my favorite, citrus. And then as far as the juicier fruit smells, mango, 10 out of 10 times. Some people love pineapple and so on. I'm a mango type of guy. And this one gives you loads of it. Again, there's other supportive notes, but it really stands out. The black currant, it's got a little bit of zestiness, some spice to it as well, a hint of white florals and some woods, but overall just damn good. Another one, average performance as well. Again, that's Mango Punch from Paris Corner. Now that favorite Afternoon Swim clone I was talking about. This is North Stag Quatra. Now, is it 100% accurate to Afternoon Swim? No. No. It has the freshness. The fragrance is like Luciano Sunset Swim's, more of an orange peel. This is just literally the freshest, the absolute airiest, brightest, freshest orange note I've ever smelled. This is more of a juice smell. This is just mega fresh. The ginger doesn't even really stand out other than to brighten things up. Super mega clean musk. This is just, on a hot summer's day, few will compare to it, and it's a pretty good performer. This one I do get a little bit better than average. Oh, God, this is so good. Oh, Mandarin orange at its finest. So bright and fresh. And that's what does it to me. It might even be a little bit, it's been a while since I've smelled Afternoon Swim. It's probably a little bit fresher and brighter than actual Afternoon Swim, honestly. Like, it's close. It's really close. It's no denying they were going Afternoon Swim here. But it's got its own little special something with being that bright and fresh. And it doesn't fade quickly. There's Ambroxan in here that doesn't dominate the smell, but clearly dominates the way it performs. Really lifts this profile. This stuff is so did I mention so good? I've been recommending this from the first time I smelled it. It is my favorite of the four fragrance set that they have. 1, 2, 3, and 4. This being number 4, and number 4 being the best. It's ranked number 1, even though it's called number 4. So from the North Stag line, this is Quatra. Now, supposed to be a clone of Torino 21 from Xerjoff. I feel like it falls in between Torino 21 and Renaissance, because the basil note here is a little minty. It's not just a spicy green note. And that minty tone gives me elements of Renaissance with bright citrus, very soapy, bar soap type lavender. This is in their Voux line. This is Voux Zingy. Love the bottle as well. I did a full review on this one not that long ago. This one, another like average, slightly above average performer. So green, fresh, soapy, citric, bright and fresh, everyday wear. This is good stuff. I gotta say, this is for those of you who just want a clean, fresh fragrance to wear every day of your life. You can totally rock this. Again, it surprises me it's just basil is the only green note listed, because I do get a mintiness to it. Like even cypress would have been, I guess, made more sense, because cypress can come across a bit minty fresh sometimes. Or even a geranium note can come across minty, but they don't list any of that stuff, and it sure smells minty green, not just spicy green. There's a little zest to it, Zingy is a good name for this one. It is a bit zingy. And again, if you're looking for Torino 21 or Renaissance, this is kind of a happy medium, because it's not 100% either of them. It kind of falls in the middle. Again, that's Voux Zingy. Juicy pear, a little bit of apples, fruity fresh without being over-the-top sweet fruits. It's because it's more pear than anything else. It's even in the name. Is Pear Potion. We mentioned it briefly earlier. A little bit of florals to it. Give it this fresh cleanliness. It's not real flowery like Bouquet of Flowers, super feminine or anything like that. Nice and fruity without being over the top sweet. Juicy, mouth-watering type, very summer fun, everyday wear. If you're in a warmer climate and it's just hot as hell, you're in the Gulf Coast or something like that, fragrance like this, it's an easy go-to, dumb reach grab every single day, especially if you're going to be in and out, you're outdoors, damn near as much as you are indoors in the summertime. This is a really good fragrance for that. Mood booster, very uplifting, very fresh, inviting, a little invigorating too. Just smells really good. That's the ultimate goal, right? You want to think you smell really good. You want others to think you smell really good. And when you're wearing something like Pear Potion, yeah, you're gonna smell really good. Fruity, spicy, woodsy. You got berries, ginger, mango, a lot of mango. Mango's in the name here. It's a little ambery and woodsy. It is in the Ophidian line. This is Mango Bliss. Mango Bliss is some damn good stuff. This one does perform really well. This is one of the best. I think it's actually the best performer in the video. I can get around 7-8 hours pretty easily out of this one every time I've worn it. Man, that ginger gives it the right amount of spice. Ginger and mango are what stand out the most. They have an oud accord in here, but it's just like a dry wood smell. I don't really get any like oud funk. It's not animalic in any way. I don't find it to be smoky, but it gives a somewhat deeper character, kind of that God of Fire-esque type of profile. Not exactly one-to-one, but it walks that path. Definitely has that tropical fruitiness to it. And yeah, you gotta like mango, like I mentioned before. Big mango fan here. Some people like to. I've seen people complain about these caps. They are kind of a bitch to get on and off. All three of them: Sweet Surrender, Black Cherry, and Mango Bliss. Hear how loud that is when you click it into place. You gotta really push to get them, but some of a bitch ain't coming off easy, So you can definitely pick this one up by the cap. Good stuff too, man, and I like the way the snake wraps around the bottle. There's that's kind of a thing now. Like I got Teriyaki Intense right here, does the whole snake theme as well. So that's a thing now, I guess. More brands are going after this gold plastic snake. Like the texturings to the scaling of the snake is almost the same too. If I get it to focus, because both hands are a little tied up right now. See, going with that theme. And look, I'm not a snake guy. I don't like actual snakes, but I gotta admit, it looks kind of cool on a bottle. So, while that's not the most important thing, just a couple little discrepancies, noteworthy items to point out on the bottle. But if you like mango, one of the better ones out there, regardless of being an affordable option, just mango in general, this is one of the better ones I've smelled. It's Ophidian Mango Bliss. This smells like a dead ringer for the original Leau EDT from Jean Paul Gaultier to me. Same 3 notes. Same smell, about the same performance, slightly above, almost, very good. I would call it slightly above average, 6-7 hour range in longevity. Not a super loud fragrance. After about an hour or so, it starts to calm down. Bergamot, powdered tonka bean, coconut. It is Kaheela Platinum. That's a good one. That's a good one. I've had this one for a few years now. It smells just like Leau EDT to me. Love the little horse head cap on it too. Like the bottle shape. Again, the bottle's not the most important thing, but some people like a cool looking bottle with quality, hefty feel to it. You definitely get overall a lot of that here. Not the best atomizer, average stuff with atomizer, like typical, nothing pressure sensitive. But yeah, if you want Leau on a budget, this is a good way to go. This is one of Paris Corner's better, like straight up, like direct clones where they were trying to really make the exact fragrance. They got really close here. It's out in the air, pretty much indistinguishable. Up close, you can tell the differences, believe it or not. It's, because Leau's a very synthetic designer fragrance. This is still a synthetic designer level quality. It's, I would say what and what with the oil quality. But up close, you can tell a little bit of a difference, but overall, the profiles are, for the most part, indistinguishable. Again, it's bergamot, coconut water, sweet powdered tonka bean, that tropical, beachy feel to it. All of that's here. I still put the stamp of approval on this one. It's been a few years now, but it's still a good one from them. Again, from Paris Corner, Kaheela Platinum. And last but not least, if we were ranking this, this would have been the last fragrance anyway. I mentioned it earlier that yes, of course, it's here. I think it's the best fragrance Paris Corner's ever created for me personally. I love it. I wear it every single week. I got a layering combo out the shower with a Virgin Island Water Clone Shave Set. because this isn't virgin almond water. It's not the same. This is a candied sweet coconut fragrance. This is Coconut Lagoon in the Ministry of Gourmand. You can see that juice level dropping. Ministry of Gourmand line. This is absolutely stunning. They do have a mango fragrance as well, but I already had 2 mango fragrances in here, and I was like, I don't want to just make this list full of mango, because Mango Ugoso is really freaking good too. Somebody's gonna ask, what about that one? Yeah, that's amazing too. I did a video specifically talking about that and these two, the 3 mango fragrances. So if you want to dive a little deeper in their 3 mango offerings that are phenomenal, check that video out. But Coconut Lagoon is my favorite, like, $30 fragrance money can buy right now. Again, I wear it every single week. The juice level's dropping. The citruses here, it's like the yellow, green, and orange Skittle. Candied coconut, like stuff you would find in a candy bar. I always use Almond Joy as the example. That artificial coconut candy smell is what the coconut is here. It's not beachy sunscreen. And then you have some creamy vanilla. There's caramel listed. For the longest time, it just smelled like sugar. Now it's starting to smell a little bit more like caramel instead of just sugar. But it is absolutely fucking amazing. It requires an F-bomb, yes. Yeah, it's getting more and more like caramel as time goes on. I don't know if it's because it's maturing a certain way, because I'm starting to really get more oxygen in the bottle to continue the breakdown or maceration process. I'm gonna spray that some more. Skittles. Every time, especially when you mix it with virgin almond water, which this is the aftershave splash from Sphinx Beard called Caribbean Island. This is before Sphinx fragrances existed and they were doing original niche. They were doing inspired shave sets. They still have Sphinx Beard. It's its own website. It's a separate company. Caribbean Island. It's a virgin almond water clone. You can get the shave soap and the aftershave splash. Mix that with this. Oh my God. It smells like a pina colada and Skittles. It's fucking amazing. It's the greatest aroma I've ever smelled when you put these two together. Those of you that watch my weekly rotation, you hear me say this every week. Every week, because this is in my weekly rotation every week. I need to shave either tonight or tomorrow, so it's either tonight or tomorrow. At the recording of this, it's Wednesday, so either Wednesday or Thursday in the upcoming weekly rotation, we'll be talking about this, because every week in the rotation, my favorite Paris Corner fragrance, hell, it's my favorite coconut fragrance now, over Virgin Island Water, because I just wear it all the time. If you're constantly wearing something, it's your current favorite. That's just what it is. If you keep going back to it, especially with a collection of well over 2,000 bottles, and you keep wearing something every week, week in and week out, at least once a week, guess what? That's your favorite fragrance. I guess this is my favorite fragrance. It was Seraphine Blue all through last year, because I wore the absolute shit out of this last year, putting that much of a dent in the bottle. And by year's end, this bottle is going to look like that too. Certain ones will just resonate with you, and that is what this is. This just resonates with me. I can't put the stamp of approval on a fragrance more. This is like Aqua Cinziali Blue level stamp of approval for me, which that's the most recommended fragrance in the history of this channel. This is going to end up being the second most. It's probably already there. Yeah. If you're going to blindly buy one fragrance off my opinion in this video, let it be this one. Again, Paris Corner's Coconut Lagoon. Ministry of Gourmand. Well, that's the 10 that I have for you guys. I appreciate you checking out the video. If you want to check any of these out, there's a link down below with the discount code to Aroma Concepts. You can find all of these there. Of course, you don't have to buy anything to watch these videos. I just appreciate you spending some time with me. That's just there for convenience if you're interested. So make sure to like and subscribe before you leave. We'll see you on the next one.